everyone, my name is Blue, and with this video I will talk about the Onyxia fight. You have completed your attunement quest and now finally you are allowed to enter the lair of Onyxia. This guide might not be perfect as it is based on my own experience as a player, but I do hope it will give you some understanding of how the fight works. Do enjoy! The boss, Onyxia. Onyxia has 7 abilities: Tail Sweep, Wing Buffet, Flame Breath, Fireball, Breath, Bellowing Roar, and Onyxian Whelpling. Now, let us look at the fight. Before we engage, you can set your skull mark on Onyxia and do make sure you set your focus. The focus will be important, so do not forget. Onyxia has 3 phases: the ground phase, the air phase, and another ground phase. The first phase, Onyxia has 3 abilities: Tail Sweep, Wing Buffet, and Flame Breath. Once you are engaged, select your main tank and send him against a wall. The reason is that Onyxia's Wing Buffet will send your tank flying otherwise. The rest of the raid is not allowed to stand in front of Onyxia, but also not behind her, because of her tail sweep. So make sure your raid is standing besides Onyxia. If necessary, you can reposition your main tank, and if needed you can also send all your ranged classes besides Onyxia. You really do not want your healers to fly in the opposite direction of your tank, as your tank also has to deal with Flame Breath. Onyxia enters phase 2 once she has reached 65% health and will launch herself in the air for aerial attacks. If you have used the sendto command for your bots, now is the time to use the command to let them follow you again, so they are free to move. Once Onyxia is in the air, a lot of Onyxian whelplings will spawn, which you'll have to clear. An off-tank with AoE can be useful here. In this phase, Onyxia has only 2 abilities. The first ability is Fireball. Her fireball is always aimed at the ground under the player, so it is very important that you stay away from the rest of the raid and do not stand still, but move out of the targeted area where her fireball will land. Her second ability is Breath. This ability is a gigantic AoE fire attack which you will need to avoid. The game will announce that she is going to cast this ability, and you can also see the duration of her cast if you have selected her or if Onyxia is your focus. Once Onyxia is done casting, she will fly to the opposite side of the room and breathe fire on the ground at the same time. You as a player need to keep track of Onyxia's location and keep in mind where she is going to fly to. The only way for your raid to avoid her breath is to mark yourself with a skull so that the bots will stop attacking Onyxia, and run as fast as possible to any side of Onyxia as long as you are not behind or in front of her. You can use the NPCbot teleport command to teleport your bots to you when you are in a safe zone. Do watch out for the eggs at the side of the room. If you touch them, they will also spawn new Onyxian whelplings. This phase can only be completed by your ranged classes. When Onyxia has reached 40% health, she will land again on the ground and enters phase 3. In this phase, she uses the exact same abilities from phase 1, but with 2 new abilities. The first ability is Bellowing Roar, and will fear nearby enemies. The second ability is Onyxian Whelpling. In this phase, she will on occasion summon a Whelpling to her aid. Lastly, phase 3 will allow Onyxia to ignore your tanks and taunts. So do be prepared that your raid will receive heavy damage and will likely be sent flying throughout the room. In this phase, just try to survive and burst the boss down until she has no health left. And this is basically how the fight works. Now you know how to kill Onyxia.